No fees, no permits, no reservations. 7 places in America where you can walk onto public land today, dig, and keep what you find. And the finds are genuinely incredible. Obsidian in more colors than you knew existed. Geodes lined with crystal, real topaz. We're crossing the country west to east, and the last site is the only park of its kind in America. Everything in this video, GPS coordinates, land status, seasonal notes, is on the free interactive map at rockhounding.org, linked in the first line of the description. Let's start in the Oregon High Desert. Site 1, Glass Buttes, Oregon, a massive rhyolitic volcanic complex on BLM land that produces obsidian in more color varieties than almost anywhere in North America. Jet black, mahogany, silver sheen, rainbow, even rare red. It's all volcanic glass. It's all over the surface, and you don't have to dig for it. Thunder eggs turn up here too. Access is simple. BLM land, free, no permit. Collect reasonable personal amounts with hand tools. High clearance helps on the back roads, but the main areas are reachable by most vehicles in dry weather. 2 tips. Obsidian is natural glass. It's sharper than a scalpel, so wear gloves. And bring water. There's none out there. Best season, late spring through fall. Site 2, the Hauser Geode Beds in California's Mojave Desert, one of the premier geode fields in the western United States. This BLM land produces quartz geodes, calcite geodes, agate nodules, and the prize amethyst-lined geodes. The nearby Wiley Well District is just as productive, so one trip covers 2 collecting areas. A short desert hike leads to productive surface collecting, and shallow digging opens up more. Free, no permit. The critical tip is timing. This is low desert. Summer is dangerously hot. This is an October through March site. Mark it now. Go when the temperature drops. Full GPS pins for both Hauser and Wiley Well are on the map. Site 3, Topaz Mountain, Utah. Real topaz, free. Millions of years of volcanic activity seeded this rhyolite with amber-colored topaz crystals, plus amethyst, and for the very lucky red beryl, one of the rarest gems on Earth. Collecting is free without a permit on most of the mountain. Break open fresh rhyolite in the shaded zones and check every cavity. Here's the insider detail. Utah topaz is amber when it comes out of the rock, but sunlight slowly fades it to clear. So keep your best crystals out of direct sun, and watch for private claim notices on parts of the mountain. Bonus, the famous Dugway Geode Beds are in the same desert region, 2 world-class free sites, 1 trip. That's the West. Now we cross into the Midwest, starting with the town that calls itself the geode capital of the world, and ending at a beach where you can pick 15-million-year-old shark teeth out of the sand. Site 4. The Keokuk Geode District, where Iowa, Missouri, and Illinois meet along the Des Moines River. The Warsaw Formation limestone here weathers out hollow, crystal-lined geodes by the thousands straight into public creek gravels. Iowa literally calls itself the Geode State because of this district. Interiors are usually clear quartz, but prized specimens hold calcite, barite, and rare golden millerite needles. Creek collecting on public waterways is free, and the timing matters. The best season is late summer through fall, when water levels drop and fresh geodes wash out of the cutbanks, which means the window's opening right about now. Remember the 5-second rattle test from Monday's video. A rattle means loose crystals inside. All the public access points are pinned on the map. Site 5 isn't one spot, it's hundreds of miles of them. The public beaches of Lake Superior, from Minnesota's North Shore across Michigan's Upper Peninsula, produce the most prized collecting stone in America, the Lake Superior agate. 1 billion years old, iron red, banded like a bullseye, and every storm churns fresh gravel onto the beaches. Public beach collecting of small quantities is free. The technique: hunt the waveline after a storm in low-angle morning light and wet anything promising. Banding jumps out on wet stone. One caution: rules differ inside national and state park boundaries along the shore, so check the land status on each map pin before you fill your pockets. Site 6, Rockhound State Park, New Mexico, and yes, that's its real name. This is the rarest thing in America, a state park built for collecting, where visitors are allowed to take rocks home, up to 15 pounds per person. The hillsides hold jasper, perlite, quartz crystals, and thunder eggs, solid agate core nodules born in volcanic ash. There's a small day-use vehicle fee like any state park, but the collecting itself is free and explicitly welcomed, the only park of its kind in the country. Go higher up the slopes. The easy pickings near the trailhead were cleaned out decades ago. Fall through spring is the season, summer is brutal. Site 7, our eastern finale, the Calvert Cliffs region of Maryland's Chesapeake Bay. These cliffs are eroding 10 to 20 million-year-old Miocene seabed, and every tide drops fossil shark teeth onto the public beach, including, for the lucky, teeth from Megalodon, the largest shark that ever lived. Families find teeth here on their first visit. Beach collecting of loose fossils is free at the public access beaches. Hunt the low tide line, especially after storms. The one hard rule: never dig into or hang around under the cliffs themselves. They're actively eroding and genuinely dangerous, and cliff digging is prohibited. The safe public access points are marked on the map. 7 sites, coast to coast, all free. But here's the real number. Those 7 pins sit inside a database of over 1,000 verified collecting locations. Everyone with GPS coordinates, land status, and what's been found there. Free at rockhounding.org. Pick your state, pick your mineral, and go. Subscribe. Saturday's video covers the 6 at-home tests that tell you whether that strange, heavy rock you found is actually a meteorite